damn, look what we got. Razor non-turbo 1K RS1 Magnum with black heat shield. Long awaited. This is my EVO exhaust for the RS1. Proudly made in the USA. They said it would take about 3 to 4 weeks. I think it was a little over 3, so you know, they hit their target. And we're really excited to get this opened up, get it on the RS1, and tell you guys all about it. So let's get her opened up. See what all we got in here. The packing is pretty legit. They've got staples in here. Got the spray-in foam, so we know it fits right, gets shipped safely. Woo, baby. She's looking good. Some high quality stuff in here. Nice. Got the spark arrestor built in already for us. Nice stainless steel exhaust. See if there's anything else in here. I don't think so. Come on, Evo, you can't send me some stickers? Maybe they hid some somewhere else. Let's see. I got a little bag here. All right, I'll let them off the hook. At least they sent us a sticker. So let's take a look at what we got here. Got the tape on the heat shield so that we don't get that messed up in shipping. Wow, this is I must say, the fit and finish looks pretty nice. I'll show you this little welded on piece, you know, nice accents for sure. But there you go. We got the black heat shield. You can get these in multiple different colors. But with all the white and the blue already on my machine, I didn't want to go with either one of those. And obviously red was not going to work because there's no red on my machine. You can see we've got hangers welded on here. The welds look sweet on this thing. I mean, it's some high quality stuff. Got our bung here welded on. And this is what I was talking about. You know, a little more attention to detail. But hey, that looks pretty sweet. You know, they didn't have to do that. That costs a little extra money. I'm sure that we're paying for that, but it looks nice. This is definitely a quality piece. I do like the flared out exhaust tip on there. That looks good. You can see inside is the spark arrestor. The heat shield goes on with Allen bolts. So we're going to take that off before we try to install it, just because I don't want to get it scratched up and stuff when we're handling it. But pretty excited. I think that thing looks great. Let's go get it on the machine. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get this exhaust put on. I'm gonna go the lazy route here at first, and I'm gonna try to leave this bumper on. This is the Pro Armor bumper. It comes off pretty easily, but we're gonna see if I can do it without taking that off. First thing that's gonna come off is this cover. If I can get the cover out of here without too much trouble, then the exhaust is probably going to come out pretty easily as well. So let's give her help. This is a T40 bit. Just 4 of these screws, and then the cover will come out. Good start. Get that ugly thing off there. So before we get too far with the springs and the hangers, I don't want this thing to be hanging on the O2 sensor. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that removed. That's gonna take a 22mm wrench. See if she's stuck or not. Nope. Very easy. Of course, this is a 2020, and it does have about 1,400 miles on it. So it's not a spring chicken, but it's not super old either. So we're just gonna set that aside for now. Got that O2 sensor out of there. Okay, so we got the O2 sensor out of here. We're gonna go ahead and pull these out. There's gonna be a donut gasket in here that we're gonna reuse. And then it's as simple as putting the new exhaust in. We're gonna take these hangers off on the bottom, if you can see that, because we're not going to need those. We'll pull our springs with our handy spring pulling tool. This one's from Pit Posse. You can buy them for a little bit of nothing, but they definitely make things a lot easier when you're dealing with exhaust springs. These might take a little effort. Not too bad. Well, that was not good. Should have used a PB blaster. So, you can see there, that bolt is bent. So I'm gonna have to drill this other one out after I get this exhaust off. And I'm gonna buy some new studs to put in there. So we won't finish up this video until I've got some new parts in. Let's go ahead and pull the springs. We've got one spring over here on the bottom. So get our handy hook in here. Pull that off. Something like this really does make that a whole lot easier. Get this one. Pull that off. And then it should just be a matter of dropping this exhaust down out of here. You get two hangers. And that's pretty much it. So. Too easy. You see our gasket is still on there. We're going to go ahead and leave that where it is. Like I said, I should have used the PB blaster on there.
I'm not sure I understand.
Should have used the PB blaster on there, but we'll have to drill that out now. Not a big deal. We'll get it out of there. All right, so we're going to weigh these. Now that we've got the stock muffler off, I'm going to weigh it. And then we're going to weigh the EVO muffler and see what the difference is. I'm going to throw this block on here to make it a little bit easier to get things up off the workbench. And you'll see I'm going to zero this out. All right, now we're zeroed. I'm going to throw the stock muffler on first. These brackets are going to go on as well on the scale because they come off. They do not go back on. See if I can get this to balance up here. All right, 22 pounds for the stock muffler. Get that off of there. We should still be at 0. Now let's get the EVO on. £17.5 pounds. So got some decent weight loss there with the EVO exhaust. Good deal. We like that. All right, so we had a heck of a time. We had one bolt get seized in this nut here. I ended up just taking a 15mm wrench. The nut is brazed on and three tacks or tack welded on. I just took a socket and I cracked that nut all the way off there, so we'll get a new nut. Maybe tack it on with the welder again, but I'm going to order brand new studs. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get this hung up here. We'll get it on the hangers, we'll get the springs attached, and go from there. I put the protective wrapping back on the heat shield. We'll see if I can get this in here without boogering it up. If I can't, then I will I'll take the heat shield all the way off. So far so good. There's one hanger. There's the other hanger. See, that fits up there. Pretty much it. But we've got the one spring here. This is going to go on this, just like so. And then we've got a spring up on the top that will pull through here, just like that. And she's hung. That's pretty much it. All right, so we're a few days later. We got I ordered new bolts from Rocky Mountain ATV. They got here in a couple days. And I had to take this captive nut off this top one. I just broke it right off and got another nut for it. So they're metric M8 1.25 thread pitch. So pretty easily replaced. But if you're going to swap these out, I would advise you to go ahead and have new studs, these taper studs. Go ahead and order them before you go to put your exhaust on. Just have them on hand. They're probably better to just swap them out anyway, because they get heat cycled, they get really corroded. Mine were bent. So do yourself a favor and go ahead and get you some of those spare. So with that said, she's all hooked up, and let's start her up, see how it sounds. folks, so that's pretty much it. Got the exhaust installed, really happy with it. Sounds nice. It's not super loud. The Gibson that we have on the XP1000, pretty loud exhaust. The Evo has a really nice low throaty tone at idle. Sounds way better than the stock exhaust for sure. And it has a really nice tone under acceleration. So we're really happy with it. It's not annoyingly loud. It's going to be something that you know, you can ride all day, and it's not going to drive you nuts. We also have another guy in the crew, Dale, is running an MBRP exhaust, so we'll do a quick comparo, you know, maybe an Instagram video on that in the near future when we get some machines together. So we'll get a stock exhaust, the MBRP, and the Evo all side by side, and we'll let you know how they all sound. Another thing to note is you do not need a tuner for this exhaust. It'll run just fine on your stock tune, so you don't have to worry about that off the bat if you don't want to do it. You do want to disconnect the battery for about a minute or so and then reconnect it before you start the machine, you know, with the new exhaust. It'll just give the ECU a minute to reset, and then basically feel out the exhaust and back pressure and set all its parameters properly. So we did that. No instructions came with the exhaust, but we know that from the Gibson exhaust, so we did it here this time. So as always, thanks for watching, thanks for the support. Make sure you smash the subscribe button, hit the like, it really helps us out a lot. When we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to be doing a really cool giveaway for an NRP gated shifter. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check that out. And until next time, we'll see y'all later.